Hi, I'm Felicity Henson, and I've just spent my first semester of college in London, England. When I was first accepted to Northeastern University, I was thrilled because it was my favorite school. However, I soon learned that I would have to participate in a program called NUin, which meant that I would have to study abroad my first semester. Starting off, I was very hesitant about spending my very first college semester in a whole other country. I was worried about living on my own and being unable to return to my small city in Connecticut. However, I was also thrilled. I knew I was getting the chance of a lifetime, even if I was leaving my parents, sisters, friends, and cats behind. When the bus from the airport pulled up to the Metrogate building, I knew that my whole world had changed. The buildings were absolutely gorgeous, but completely different from everything I'd experienced before. I worried that I would get lost. All the streets looked the same here. Learning how to cook was also something that scared me. Before getting to London, I could barely heat up soup. Now, though, I've been making my own french fries from scratch and even been doing flambé nights with 3 friends every Wednesday. Of course, cooking wasn't the most exciting thing I did here in London. We were provided with opportunities for excursions all over the city. One of the first days here, we did a bus tour that let me see Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, and St. Paul's Cathedral. We also got to go to the Tower of London, the Globe Theatre, the Greenwich Meridian Line, and the British Museum, which let me see the Rosetta Stone. Some excursions even went farther than London. We got the chance to go to Edinburgh, Stonehenge, and Salisbury. My favorite excursion was going to the Harry Potter studios. Harry Potter is my favorite book and movie series, and I got to see the Hogwarts castle, various props, and even walk along the bridge that they actually used in the movie. It was a dream come true. Also, I got to explore the city of London even deeper because of my classes. I went to concerts for music, mosques, and restaurants for Islam in the West, and every week a different play for contemporary British theatre. I absolutely loved seeing so many shows. They're all very different. A few of the most interesting shows were James III, about Scotland, and The Boy Who Climbed Out of His Face, which happened on a pier and was very experimental. I even saw some shows on my own, such as Waiting for Godot, Julius Caesar at the Globe, and Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia I think was my favorite, because it was so filled with energy and vivacious, and I knew all the songs, and it was hard not to dance along. Afterwards, my friends and I went for frozen yogurt in a converted bus. Of course, I also had the opportunity to travel. Over a weekend, a few friends and I went to Santander, a beautiful beach town in Spain. We ate a lot of tapas and enjoyed the beach's gorgeous sights. The fun beachy atmosphere, as well as the Spanish culture and the delicious food, all added up to make it to be like nowhere I'd ever been before. Over my week break, I traveled with my cousin to Edinburgh, Scotland, and on my own to Dublin and Killarney, Ireland, as well as Holyhead, Wales. I had a blast. Edinburgh is full of tiny bookshops filled to the brim with antique books, as well as the sites that J.K. Rowling frequented when she was writing the Harry Potter books. Dublin has wonderful old sites, such as St. Alden's Church, which is the oldest functioning church in Dublin. Holyhead has ancient burial grounds, some of which are 5,000 years old, and beautiful green spaces. My favorite, though, was Killarney. There was a bit of a mix-up at the B&B, so I ended up walking 5 miles in the rain to the center of town, but it was a lovely walk, and I got to see some nice sights on the way. Once I got into town, I got to go to Killarney riding stables, where I got to ride in Clydesdale around the hills of Killarney National Park, which is a gorgeous ride around a gorgeous lake. Back in London, I got to do a lot of community service. I enjoyed helping clean and paint the Arbor Centre, and then getting to see it during a Halloween and bonfire night party for the children. Every week, I also went to the People's Supermarket and helped stock shelves and chop fruit. One of my coworkers, Zita, seemed really intimidating and scary, but after working with her, I discovered she's actually very clever and funny. I learned a lot about myself working in that job because when I started out, I didn't know very much about the People's Supermarket, and working there scared me. But in the end, I learned to trust myself and to depend on myself and other people. Living in London changed my life. I've realized I can feed myself and do my own laundry and book a flight to a different country, all on my own. I've learned I can help people and keep up with schoolwork, and still have time to take photos of nice sunsets. Going back to Boston will be a piece of cake. I can't wait to get on campus and really start attending Northeastern. With the help of what I've learned here, I know I can do anything.
Well, pick me up.